It all started the spring semester of my senior year in high school, track season. I didn't originally plan on running track that year, but somehow I had been convinced to do it. And that's the decision I honestly won't ever regret. In this narrative speech, I'm going to tell you why I don't regret running track that year. We'll start at the beginning of the season. It was my first meet of the year. I was nervous because I hadn't competed in a track meet in over 2 years. I lined up on the line to start my race, the 400-meter dash. The gun went off, and so did I. I ran as fast as I could. All I could hear was footsteps and hollering fans. The closer I got to the finish line, the further the sounds of the footsteps got, and the louder people cheering my name got. I had finished the race in first place. My coaches were excited, but I didn't see any reason to be excited. All the following meets were the same. I had gotten first place with 50 or more yards ahead of everyone. I didn't have much competition until regionals. Regionals were held at Baylor University in Waco, Texas. They were just like all the rest of the track meets. You just practiced, you lined up, and just ran your race. So we started the race. I was in first until the very end when the girl barely passed me up. Luckily, the top 2 in that race got to go to state. I practiced diligently every day until the state track meet. Finally, it was the day of state in Austin, Texas. This track meet wasn't like the rest of them. We had a different area to warm up and to stretch, and then once it was time to start the races, they lined all the girls up, and we had to be escorted across the road to go to the main event track. We lined up like any normal meet. I looked around at the huge stadium and the thousands of people looking down at me. There was a huge screen projecting the runners' information, our names, our school, and our best times so far. I was so nervous and overwhelmed. It was so big and unfamiliar to me. All this training had led up to this one race. This was the last race of my track career. I stood there trying to calm my nerves as the gun was raised into the air. My heart started beating faster and faster as I prepared myself for this race. The gun was shot and all 9 of the girls took off. I felt like it was the longest race of my life. I ran as fast as I could. As I crossed the finish line, I seen my name and place on the screen above. I had placed 6th place with the fastest time of my career, 58 seconds, only a second behind the first place girl. I not only ran my fastest time, but I also broke my high school's record. I'm the only girl at that school to be able to run faster than 60 seconds. Running at this straight track meet was one of the best experiences of my life. It really was the run of my life. Thank you.